Me on hold, and then cut back.
All right, here we are. Warhammer 40K, Warrant of Trade, Season 2, Episode 28, Daemonforged. All right, so we're good with that. You know, James, congratulations again. Dave, congratulations on these tattoos. I can see it peeking out there.
You're wearing a shirt, so it's obviously healed.
Yeah.
It's definitely gotten to the point where I don't have to worry about it so much, but it's still like very tight, I would say. But I don't have to worry about it like breaking off or anything like that. So.
Yeah. Let's do
what does your cup say, Dave?
It's the University Technology Cup, you know.
Okay.
I also, hey, you know what? I'm an alumni of UNT.
That's why. I'll see you next Tuesday.
There's a time where it took me a second one time in front of my boss. They tried talking about a customer that was one, and she said the thing. I was like, "See you next Tuesday," and then I actually said the word out. It's like, "Don't say that." I was like, "Oh."
Okay.
Sorry, I don't have to. Whose intro was it?
It's Pondo's intro. We'll just go ahead and do that.
Oh, hi, I'm Pondo. I haven't really done much over the week. Except
I understand you've played some zombies.
Yes, I have been doing that. It's 7 Days to Die.
Oh, yeah, man.
It's getting started early for the rest of us. Actually, that's not true because Big Spoon's also getting started early.
Yep.
Is that actually rolling up? Is that starting?
So Empyrean is getting a patch that will break the game in 1 month. They said end of May. And when that happens, we'll give it a couple days break and then we'll flip to
So like they're
7
like
days.
resetting like CPU or weights or something like that?
No,
right?
they're just updating a bunch of game mechanics and adding more stuff. And the Reforged Eden guys are like, yeah, we're gonna need a couple of weeks before we update the game, and all of the old saves will break in the process. So we have to cram it all in the next month. Yeah. I will be instituting that it will be a RP server, at least for myself, and I will not be the center point of the community this time. I will be playing a crotchety old trader who will set up wherever the fuck he wants, and you can come trade with me. Still working on a name. I was thinking of Looney Lupin. Still
what
workshopping
about
it.
Something like, how about Trader Joel?
No,
Does that
I hate that.
Do anything for you?
You're not gonna continue the Babbage line?
No. The Babbage line went to space. They didn't need to go back to Arizona.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Arthur, there is actual trader in the game called Trader Joel who will actually trade things. Or you can't because, you know, he has a franchise and he shows up everywhere.
I will kill all of them.
Well, that guy's an
That's
asshole.
my mission.
He's like Nurse Joy.
He's like Nurse Joy who hasn't had her coffee and...
Trader Joel's is the franchise, but every time you go in there, it's a different guy. So
it would have to be when I'm done with him.
Every Nurse Joy is a different Nurse Joy.
But to your point, Arthur, they actually have a currency in the game, which is like,
yes, I know. That's why I am going to run a trading outpost. I might even sell my services as a gun hand in case you need help. But I will not be operating a giant floating starbase that I desperately need people to bring supplies to, and write long instruction manuals about how to bring me those supplies, and also pictures of Spider-Man.
I'm gonna love Arthur trying to set up a system of building things to sell, only for him to realize that that's what draws the zombies in, man.
Perfect.
It's gonna be so good. Good luck, Arthur.
I'm gonna play the game that I want to play rather than play the optimal game, because I don't know how to play the game.
It's very...
I can't live my life the Pondo way, okay? Here I am, just gathering some rocks in the middle of a town, when all of a sudden, kapow, kapang, kaboom, and I'm like, what is going on over there? I go around the corner, and here's Pondo.
With
So,
the blender
AP, I hate to imply that we are in some way simpatico, but I did watch your first colony ship stream last night.
Oh yeah, how's that working?
And like you made pretty much, I think with one exception, every single choice the same as mine.
Wait, why would you say that you don't
even
want to imply that we're simpatico? That hurts me. I admire you, CPO James, CEO James, and now you're just gonna trash me here? Okay, please continue, James. Tell me more about how much you like my decisions.
No, I mean, even like the thought processes you vocalize while looking through the character creation process, like I had that exact same thought. But yeah, I'll start.
You two can, touch.
That's it. I'll start charisma. Oh, there's a trait here for intelligence. It means to get extra feats every single level, every other level. That's totally intelligent.
It's not working for me right now. I go into every fight and I'm just like, well, I guess I died. All right, time to restart. Game is fucking hard, man. All right, Pondo, we're back to you. Although now you're distracted. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm amazing at this.
I'm not sure how exactly to get the 7 days to die to work as far as like how you generally run the stream. Because it's...
Can I get some of that fucking McDonald's, dude? Like...
maybe.
Yeah, did you bring enough to share with the class?
Look, mate, you got to get them the Marcus.
Marcus?
Marcus.
Not Marcus. Not Marcus.
I can hear James dying.
This is why I don't use an Australian accent, because I've been wanting to try one for Brody, but I can't do it because I know James might eventually watch it and then he'll just shun me and
Australian is very easy.
My son has been watching so much YouTube. He's actually got quite a passable American accent now. I should bring him on at some point. You can hear him. Using
hey, fellow Americans, it's me, an American. I sure love doing American things. Baseball, NASCAR, and apple pie.
Let's head on down to the McDonald's and have a Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. A soda pop. That's how you know I'm American.
Who says soda pop in America?
No.
Wow. Listen, these ignorant Americans. Almost a fifth of Americans say that. A huge portion of the country.
I've heard
none of the ones
I
know.
Soda.
I know.
Yeah,
soda. People say soda
pop.
And then in Georgia, it's just Coke.
Yeah,
that's because Georgia is owned by Coke.
I also love the idea that Americans think tea is literally just sugar water. Like that gets me. That actually hurt me when I was in America. You know how hard it was for me to find a kettle, by the way? Holy fuck.
Yeah. We don't do tea over here, man, unless it's sweet tea.
How do you boil water? Oh, you use a saucepan.
You use a pan on the stove.
Caveman or something? Christ.
I boil all my water in my rice cooker. Am I right?
I love the fact that you guys have instant coffee, but you don't have a fucking kettle. Like you have to brew fucking coffee in a pot on a saucepan on a fucking stove. Anyway, sorry, what are we talking about?
So on the Coke subject, by the way, along with regular Coke in Australia, we've got Diet Coke, but also Coke no sugar, which was called Coke Zero. So do you have like two different sugarless varieties of Coke like that in the US? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's
Zero.
still called Coke Zero here.
Okay, no worries. But you've also got like Diet Coke or Coke Light. Okay, so when I was in China, I observed that in the south of China, they only had Diet Coke. And in the north of China, they only had Coke Zero. And apparently the translation, because I had to learn how to order them. And like in the north where it's Coke Zero, it's really, really easy. It's just, it's two words and it pretty much translates to the letter zero and Coke. But in the south of China, it was really, really long. And apparently it translates to like Coke that makes you feel good about your body.
That's one of the best translations for Diet Coke that I've ever heard of.
I actually miss Diet Coke. I can't find it here in Poland. Like, yeah, I don't know. Also, we have this weird sugar tax over here where it's like anything with Coke or anything with sugar in it is like 40 times more expensive because of the sugar tax. So now no one buys sugar unless you're crazy.
Does sound crazy.
Bottle of Coke is like $9.
Sounds like you guys need to throw some crates of sugar into a harbor.
Wow.
No, it's not that. It's
You're
just that
really
the
going to stop
government's-
that American beet sugar, huh?
Oh man.
The government's just like, oh, well, we just need to keep taxing things. Because why not? What could go wrong?
I was saying about 7 Days to Die.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to work for a server deal like you've been doing.
I don't know either.
Because-
I don't know anything about it, man.
Well,
What
it's
do you
If
wanna
it's
know?
only online when everybody is online, maybe we need to set you can only play between noon and midnight or something like that.
Oh,
well. The other issue is that the days
I don't
are-
know, Dave. Fucking Pondo over here is just like, I don't know how it's gonna work, guys, and I'm like, I don't know. I got a month to figure it out, Pondo.
So,
Bring me pictures of the Spider-Man, okay?
let me tell you how it works, okay? If you're on a server and a blood moon happens, the zombies are only attracted to people that are actually on the server. So they won't just randomly like start eating your walls when you're not there, unless you happen to all be in the same base. In which case, you know, zombies will always go to where the players are. So
Yeah.
like that's pretty much how it works. It's not like, oh, look, there's a human made thing, I'm gonna eat it. No, it doesn't work like that. Like they only go to where the players are. So for example, if you're, you know, not in a biome, that biome is essentially like still. So
Right. But what I mean is that it's a continual cycle of like, you can set it to, at least in game, you can set it to 120 minutes for a 24-hour cycle. And I've seen cases where you can set it to like 360 for like 6 hours. 6
The
hours in
game-
real life is 24 hours in the game.
also, when I ran a server for it, we made it like the hardest it could possibly be, like 400% harder than what it should be. And the game wasn't like too difficult to play. Like the game is not so bad, I don't think so.
It's not bad. And Cotton and I have been having a serious issue finding food, which it might be.
You
in
You
Timo,
sure
might
that
not
you're
be.
just not doing the gardening or eating the lunches she's prepared for you?
No, she's trying to do the gardening, but it's expensive as hell to make the plots for it.
Yeah, it is.
Don't
It
talk
is
to me. I'm an
very
Imperium
difficult.
player.
Yeah. And then I've been like going out and searching for deer and none there's there. Occasionally I see a chicken that I shoot with a pistol because it's
You
easier that
gotta
way.
swap to the biomes where the animals are. Like I don't know if you know that there's different biomes and stuff, but
No, I know there's different biomes because there's like a desert, there's like snowlands and then hills and yada, yada, yada. But it's just, I don't think the world that generated, I don't think it has any that are relatively close.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That's
I
the
mean,
other issue.
sometimes you kind of get fucked, but the other thing that's worthwhile mentioning is, like for example, if you have a hoe, you can get a higher quality hoe, which makes everything better. So it's kind of like one of those weird games where like if you invest in the stat that allows you to find better goods at the beginning of the game, you're more than likely going to have you're going to trivialize a lot of the other stuff because like you just find like a shiv that will let you loot a single deer 4 times more effective than, you know, if you just made it yourself.
So I've been mostly investing in the killing aspect of zombies along with like the looting. She's been trying to invest in the crafting, but it's just the other issue is that each skill is in what feels like a random place. Because like the hunting is like in the thing that benefits hunting, like getting the resources there, is in fortitude for some reason, not perception, like where the lucky thing is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's
Yep.
odd.
You can skirt around a lot of that by just raiding libraries and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
you can find a lot of skill books that way. But
That also feels like the progression as far as getting levels go is kind of slow.
oh yeah, like I increased it quite a lot on my private server because otherwise he's just grinding on fucking zombies the entire
Yeah.
time. And it's like,
It's not real. I mean, killing zombies is fine and all. It feels like you kill like a whole lot with like little gain.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What else you got, Pondo?
I finished. I didn't finish. I beat Kingdom Hearts 3. after over a year of owning it and playing it very off and on. It's like the easiest one because of all the shit that they added. Throughout the game was okay. The end game was probably the best part of it. That's all I'll say. Because someone might care about spoilers.
I care about spoilers. One day, I might play anything other than Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I understand I have 30 other games to play, and I have to understand what the word Nording is.
Oh wait, Arthur's being upset about people saying spoilers? Holy shit.
Honestly, you might be fine just playing the third game because they tend to go back and explain some stuff. The other thing you can do is just look up cutscene stuff because
the only Kingdom Hearts game that I saw that was actually interesting mechanics wise was that card one.
Oh god, I hate that one.
The one where you have to like build a deck of cards or something like that. And
you know, friends, if you're looking for an interesting game that you can play involving cards, have I told you about Fate Grand Order? It's not for everyone, but if it is for you, get drawn in.
You got a referral code or something you want to throw on the end of that?
You can go on my Twitch. You can go on Discord and get my friend code and everybody else's friend code too.
I feel like you should.
You can get my friend code. I have a dude that has big, strong arms, and then I quit playing. He also looked really angry.
Yeah, it was Hercules.
And I was like, man, where's all the... He was red, too.
Mm-hmm.
And shirtless. And I was like, where's all the waifus? And then I left, so...
Didn't get Dave the waifus fast enough. Understood. Next time they ask for my opinion about the game.
If I don't get a 5-star saber with no clothing on at the very beginning of the game, I'm not interested anymore, you know? That's her name, Saber, right? The one that everyone knows?
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna just... There's so much to unpack there. I'm gonna let that slide.
I'm done.
Hey, you know the origin story of that game, right? There, or that series.
You know, Big Spoon. I've been meaning to talk to you.
Yeah. What
about your Solaris Knights battle? Some have said it is the best episode of BattleTech I've ever had. Some have said that.
It was pretty good. For
30 episodes of build-up, better be.
Yeah, oof. There was a lot of back and forth, and man, I gotta tell you, like every round, I was just like, the adrenaline was pumping so hard, my fingers got a little cold because all the blood drew back to my essential organs. Like
the aftermath in and out of character for that battle and the repair costs that everyone on the field netted are crazy. You realize that I think Dunamis has a battle in a day or two and the whole board is red. Every single mech is damaged.
Yep. And like after when the battle was over and we were talking about repair costs, and I realized that between Kyle Morgan and Seth's mech, our repair cost is basically equal to buying a brand new heavy mech.
I'm just I've said for the longest time that all these people that are customizing are going to drain all the investors of all their cash. Mm-hmm. Now the investors have no cash, and they're like, you know what, Arthur, you should introduce betting mechanic. And I'm like, no, no, I'm not going to do that.
No, I saw that and I had to about it.
That's why I was like, all right, I'm gonna take the Warhammer back to its 7 stock variant, so that it's my cheap.
This is a man.
Ride.
Big Spoon is a man who has 3 investors worth of money riding on him, and he still can't even afford to pay his repair costs.
Well, that's because I want to use the KRAD conglomerate's money for good. Not just to fund my own game.
Insane ventures, sure.
Yeah. So, but no, it was a lot of fun. It was a very good episode.
I mean, you didn't have to buy the Timberwolf. Someone bought that for you.
Correct.
That surprised me.
Yeah, that was a big purchase as well. But I think that's probably one of the main reasons that I've been winning these past couple matches, though.
I think the main reason you've been winning is because your opponents have not been that.
Don't say that. You were one of those opponents, Pondo.
Yeah, well, so like, yeah, I outweighed Brody's mech by quite a bit.
You outweighed, and your technology was like superior to mine.
Insane, dude. This guy is crazy.
Well, yes, yes. I mean, I saw his mech. I was like, well, that guy's going to get fucking slagged, though. Then I found out he had combat intuition. I was like, oh, that could be a problem.
Yeah. Yep.
When I crafted Omega Tanaga for the battlefield, I said, what would James do?
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
While you're here, James, thank you for introducing Arthur to combat intuition and all this other stuff that he like, because I was like, all right,
the tactical computer. You were real smug about that too.
Yeah, I was, because I was like, all right, I'm gonna smoke him in one turn. And then he's like, yeah, James told me not to do that. And I went, oh crap.
No, James didn't tell me not to do that. It's after James did it. I was like, yeah, we're not gonna do this.
Oh man. So yeah, no, it was a really good match. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Looking forward to the rematch once in like another 30 episodes, so I have time to.
I'm still waiting for my rematch, but for you just to wreck me again. I knew how that was going to go, and I was like, there might be a chance. It's a very small one.
Yeah.
But as like Jim Carrey from Dumb and Dumber, you're saying there's a chance.
So, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. So I really enjoyed it. The episode's doing really well, so that makes me happy. I watched Mortal Kombat the other night when it came out.
How's that?
It's pretty good. I mean,
is it?
You gotta take it. You gotta take it for what it is. Like, you can't go into it going, "Oh, I'm expecting to see a Oscar winning movie here." You gotta be like, "All right, this is a movie about a video
Is it
game
at least as good as the first one?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
And I will say, Kano steals the show as an angry Australian. It's amazing.
But he did that in the first one too.
Yeah.
No, in the first one, he's British.
Yeah.
I mean,
have Johnny Cage in that movie?
No, they don't have Johnny Cage.
No, he is not in this one.
Yeah, he is alluded to.
I'm just trying to hear AP trying to argue with an Australian that he was a British or not.
I remember him being like, "Hello, love, it's me, Kano, the Underworld Syndicate boss."
Is it that guy from?
That's what I remember.
Is that the guy from? Like, I haven't seen the movie, don't know anything about it, but is it the guy from that Marvel movie? About Wakanda? Fuck, what is that called? Black Panther?
No, that's Andy Serkis. That's Gollum.
Yeah.
Is that him? Is he in it? Because
no, is it Josh Lawson plays
Josh
Kano?
Lawson.
Josh Lawson. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Aussie actor. There's quite. Look, I think a lot of it was filmed in Australia. There's a lot of Aussie actors in the back end of the movie.
Yep. It's but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think if you're a fan of Mortal Kombat, you will love the movie. And boy, I hope they make a second one.
It's just missing the Utah Saints. That's all.
So, but yeah, other than that, I'm ready to get down to some Rogue Trader.
All right, Dave, what do you got?
Well, I'm in the process of right now normalizing an entire hour's worth of audio for the next update for Pieces, which comes out hopefully on Monday. It's insane the type of shit that I have to do. Like right now, I'm looking at a encoder window that I have to individually set up and cut, like, little segments of dialogue so that it renders out correctly. Mm-hmm. And just before the show, it crashed and I lost 3 hours worth of queuing, which is really fucking annoying.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I've started for all of my new Empyrean and colony ship content. I've been pulling the audio tracks and doing audio editing on my voice.
Yeah. Yep, that's the best way to do it, though. Like, in all honesty,
I guess. I don't know if the quality update's worth it. A lot of people are like, yeah, it's like a little bit. And I'm like, is it worth it, though? Is it worth an extra 2 hours of my time?
Are you recording them separately when you do the video recording?
What do you mean?
Because in OBS, you can record
to different tracks, yes.
To a different...
Yes, I do. And then I pull that into Audacity and export it as a WAV file and then add it back to the file in video editing.
He does. Yeah, he records his stuff in FLV.
No, I record it in MKV.
Is it MKV?
Why?
What do you mean?
Why you do that? Anyway,
because if you don't record locally in MKV and OBS crashes, you lose everything. If you recorded it in MP4 or any of the other formats and OBS crashes, you get nothing. You get a 1 kilobyte container file that has nothing in it.
I guess you've been pretty prone to that. So I mean, like, yeah, okay.
Or just like your computer loses power for some reason, or literally anything happens. MKV is the way to go.
I can't say that happens to me that often, but yeah, okay, fair enough. But you know, it was a real pain in the ass, and it's just, yeah, an hour's worth of normalizing took fucking forever. But luckily, it's like, you know, it's just about render queuing, and it's just busy work. It's just real dumb busy work, but. You know, we've got the Looter page going live on Steam on Monday as well, so that should be fun. I think a lot of people really like that game. That game looks really, really good right now. Like, making a bullet hell game like is kind of like a cathartic thing, because like, you can make it like really, really smooth. Like you can spend a lot of time on making it just like so incredibly optimized that it runs on a fucking potato, but everything is just like in smooth 60 frames a second. And when you have a lot of projectiles on screen and you can, you know, dodge and weave and that sort of shit, it's like, it's really, really nice. I could see why people really like the really crazy nuts bullet hell games that have existed in the past and stuff like that. So I don't know, it's I'm just busy. I think we also have kind of decided that because, you know, I got some really good news about so basically when people like, there's been a couple of investors that have like asked me to start a new company, which I'm in the process of doing at this point, but it's kind of weird because other people have heard about what's happening and they also want a slice of the action. So it's kind of like the scale in which how much money the new company will get has like grown exponentially over the past couple of weeks. And because of that, we can sort of like essentially just take a longer time to build things. And so now the wife and I are sort of like thinking we'll buy a bigger house than the one we were looking at before. So now we're going through the process of sort of going from 100-meter square backyard to like 400 meters sort of thing. Like, you know, basically just sort of getting a bigger and more robust future planned house. I mean, the house itself isn't that much bigger, but like, you know, just having extra lawn means we can do a lot more and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things that we're just sort of tentatively like deciding right now because, you know, we have the opportunity to do it because of the success that I'm currently seeing. So yeah, man, I don't know, video games and shit. Haven't really played anything lately, I guess. I've had like zero time. I did very quickly jump into the new Path of Exile expansion. I mean, that game is still the same fucking game, you know, and it's still fun to play. But now it's just, I don't know, they've done a lot of quality of life updates for that game, so it's it feels a lot better to play. Oh, I don't know when we last talked, but like I played a lot of Outriders. I finished that game, put like 33 hours into it. There's like a bunch of end game stuff, but I really just don't have the time to sit down and sort of just grind in that game. So I mean, that was a lot of fun. Got very, very difficult at the end. Like the best way to describe it is like, you know how you play like a Call of Duty or something like that, and as you get closer to the end of the game, it becomes less about like a skilled shooter and more about like, hey, here's 9,000 enemies that are shooting you for some reason. Like you just get like that gauntlet level for whatever reason.
Cross the map as fast as possible. Don't try and kill everybody.
Yeah, the game starts to get like that, which I think is like that is literally the most annoying thing that first-person shooters or shooter games tend to do. Like they think like, oh, the game is nearing its end, so let's just make it. Let's just make the skill ceiling significantly higher. For me personally, though, I start to get like fatigued when I start to get to that point in the game, so I really don't want to finish it. But I just powered through and got to the end and stuff. So I don't know. It was a fun game. I don't know much else to say about it, really. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Video games.
Speaking of video games, I finally beat Spider-Man Miles Morales, and I am 40 minutes into Immortal Phoenix Rising, Phoenix something. And the game is like, no, don't go here. You're not high enough level yet. And that's the first place I went. I ran up on top of the statue of Hermes, and the two narrators basically had a discussion about that. And then it was like, look, there's a sword down there. You should go get it. I went down and got the sword, and they're like, all right, great. Now go back to the top of that statue you were just on top of to have the same cinematic a second time, but with one extra line of dialogue. Which, as we know, that they know people are going to skip a bunch of content, and they will make you suffer by going back and watching it again.
So let me ask you this, Arthur. With a game like that, do you find yourself pausing the game, like let's say you're walking, and this sort of goes for a lot of games, I guess, but when you're walking as a character and then people start talking to you, do you like wait and for them to finish?
I walk in a circle.
Yeah.
I practice sword slashes, try to get the timing better.
It's kind of like when you're in a car, like Cyberpunk did this as well. Like, oh, there's like a conversation happening in the car.
Or a good news show. Yeah, you don't want to get out. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like...
Yeah, I'd never skipped the driving sequences. Like anytime you can skip driving in something, I always let it roll.
But I'm wondering if that's like a weird video gamey sort of design decision, like... Because we're getting to the point now where like there's no more loading screens in video games. At least like the technology is sort of catching up. So you can't do the Gears of War like finger in the air slow walk.
That's not even remotely true. We're not past loading screens, and we never will be. The way that people do not compress their data.
One of the challenges with Mass Effect Legendary Edition was how to make the elevators seem shorter in Mass Effect 1 while still giving you the benefits of the conversations and news articles you got while in the elevator. So
that's what I'm saying. Like there's a lot of like exposition and all that sort of shit that like the players can potentially skip. The absolute worst thing that I hate is when you're having like because Outriders did this too. Like you'll have like people over the radio will be like talking at you, and then you hit a loading screen, and then that dialogue just cuts off for like something else to be played, and it's kind of like
Miles Morales was incredible at that, because if you interrupted a conversation, as soon as you were done beating people up, you would pick the phone up again and be like, sorry, where did we leave off?
Oh, there's a great fucking video on YouTube about that shit of like a guy following two mobsters, and the mobsters are like, he gets too close to them and he's like, what was that? Okay, don't worry about it. Anyway, going back to why we are the bad guys. I'll see if I can find it for you. It's just...
Well, AP... So my game loop in Phoenix Immortal Fear, whatever it is, you know, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
Along with other games like that, is I would tend to, because it's clearly very area based. There's the map is clearly divided into distinct areas.
Yep.
I would follow the storyline through the area, like only like if I was clearly close to a collectible or close to a challenge, I'd quickly go and do that. But then when I finished all the storyline in an area, I would go back and do all the optionals in the area before moving on to the next area. That's my standard gameplay.
They were like, go up the cliff, and I was like, fuck that. That ship over there looks pretty fucking cool. Let's go that way. Ambrosia, pomegranate, this shit's great. Look, there's some sort of tree on the other side of the water. Can I get over there? No, I drowned to death 3 times. All right, I'm nearly dead now. Okay, I'm gonna go around the island the other direction. And then it was like, okay, no matter what you do, don't go on this island. I was like, I'm on the island. They're like, all right, in order to get this thing, you have to have a sword to break open this giant gem. And I was like, fuck, as soon as I get the sword, I'm coming right back here. And that's exactly what I did. Well,
just completely ignore the game designer's intentions.
Correct. Absolutely. They can't tell me how to play a game. I'm a tabletop RPG game master. You can't contain me with your fucking levels. I may be bad at games, but that doesn't mean I won't just face roll them over and over again.
I mean, it is one of the things that games like Call of Duty have gotten better at is tricking you into feeling like what is a very linear level design has options that don't actually exist. Like the openness, the appearing openness of the world is funneled very well through design and through enemy mechanics. That it feels open, but it's actually
just need a
corridor.
Subtle arrow painted onto every direction, so that when you get lost, you subconsciously be like, "What if I go that direction? I feel like I should go over there."
What's what Halo 3 ODST did really well.
You mean the diamond level design? Yeah, no, that shit's good. Works really well.
Never played it.
It's pretty good.
I only played Halo 1 and 2, sorry.
Oh, are you talking about that? Okay.
I'm sorry, friend.
Can
someone very quickly explain what diamond level design is? 3 sentences
when the
or
levels
less?
Look like a diamond. Right, so you walk out of the loading part, and then you have all this wide area to explore, and it makes it feel like an open world, but really you're just being funneled back into the one exit.
It's a diverge converge mechanic.
It essentially opening up different pathways to get to the same location.
All right, that makes sense to me.
Which is what I haven't played Cold War, but I know Modern Warfare, the reboot one.
It's the Mass Effect. It's the Mass Effect model.
Also, if you've ever played like a Last of Us game, it's literally that. Like that is a diamond level design. So where like you can hunt around and find little knickknacks and shit, but ultimately you're still going through that door that has the light above it that's flickering. You know, so
speaking of diamonds, let's see your intro, James.
I've actually got a really short intro. I got to say, I've been traveling all this week for work, so I haven't really done much exciting. I did take my Oculus with me while I was traveling, so I finally started Saints and Sinners, having like bought it like 4 months ago. My only complaint with it is that they try to add this weapon weight mechanic where, say for example, you pick up like an axe and try and wield it with one hand. It won't swing as fast as you swing your arm because it's trying to like convey that it needs to be a two-handed weapon. So if my hand's up like this, it'll like make it like lean over in the game, so the axe is like falling out of your hand. And if you swing it fast, it sort of slowly swings through ineffectively, which for me kills the immersion. Because I mean, I can swing an axe single-handed with pretty good precision and power. But apparently my character in the game can't. So the moment that my virtual arm is no longer where my real arm is, it does break a lot of the immersion from the game. But I'm still enjoying it so far. I haven't played a lot of it, but because I was busy this week, but I did play some. Other than that, the only thing I'd say was I decided to start watching For All Mankind.
I have as well. It's super good, right?
Enjoyable. I saw that like the second season has gotten a 100% Rotten Tomatoes rating. So yeah, I thought I'll give that one a look. That seems like quite a bit of fun, and it's got quite a few actors in it I recognise from other stuff, but like no one big name really. So.
Yeah, I think Joel Kinnaman is like their like big name guy.
Yeah.
What the heck is this show?
It's basically like an alternate history of what if Russia won the space race. Because there is some schools of thought that say if Russia reached the moon first, that their sort of lunar program was to keep trying to send more missions and try and build a base, in which case America would have to build a base as well to try and stay up against them. So the space race would have sort of escalated past that point rather than dying off like it really did. So like it's still set during like the Reagan era. But yeah, it's a good show from what I've seen of it so far.
How far?
And they would have discovered the Nazi base on the dark side of the moon.
How far into it are you, James?
Only the second episode. I can't remember the start of it because I've been alternating between that and Pacific Rim: The Black still. So
nice. Yeah, you got a lot of good stuff coming up.
Yeah. But that's it for me. I don't want to take up too much time. We're already 53 minutes in.
This says 40 minutes and 46 seconds.
Oh, well, sorry. Past the official start time.
Mm-hmm. Please go ahead.
All right, no worries. So, previously on Rogue Trader Tide of Iron, investigating the profane weapon received aboard the Hand, Nero, Dawn, and Adrian head to faint Orthlak in Gunmetal City to discover its origins. Pierre begins making calls trying to line up some key acquisitions. Diverted from Faint Orthlak, the crew in Gunmetal City head to Faint Ardento, finding the location seemingly abandoned at first. Pierre continues to hold on the Vox. Beneath Faint Ardento, the group discovers a hellish foundry operated by Cornate cultists and a pair of Chaos Space Marines. As combat erupts, a monstrous Morphine pulls itself from one of the forged crucibles. Thought for the day, despise the weak, for they shall flock to the call of the demon and the renegade. So,
damn, what did the weak ever do to you, James?
They flock to the call of the...
I just steal these from the books, mate. No, these don't represent my real thoughts. So, Pierre Pondo.
Yes.
Yes. So you've been in Gunmetal City, being driven up the mountain towards Faint Orthlak, so you can get your photo opportunity and shake hands with the head of the Fane. And
that's right. I forgot that I did that.
To do that.
And there is like suddenly like Arbitrae's vehicles screaming past your transport, and under lights and sirens or whatever it is they have, I suppose, just loud hailers blaring
I just
orders for
imagine
people to
it's
stay
like
indoors.
The big truck, the semi truck horns just blaring out as if it was a siren.
Exactly. And they're clearly heading towards this factory up the road where you can sort of see, that sort of that telltale sign of explosions on like the horizon where you can't quite see the explosion, but you can see like the occasional orange flashes in the smoke
in the
above,
sky.
Above where it's happening as such. And you can hear the distant sound of explosions. And as your micro bead gets in range, because it's only got a 1 mile radius, you can hear the voice of Captain Bryn and the mercenaries clearly engaged with something. They're shouting orders like, get around to its right-hand side. And there's clearly something going on just up the road.
Someone shouts reloading and somebody else is going ah!
Yeah, I mean whatever they're up, well, you can, because they carry heavy stubbers and hell guns, so you can hear the telltale sides of their weapons, but you can also hear something very loud, thumpy and fast firing going off. Not quite like a heavy bolter, but something else that they're up, whatever they're up against is firing something with a considerable rate of fire.
Is it an autocannon?
It could be something autocannon-like, or one or two, maybe two autocannons.
It's probably a dragon warrior out there, Chaos Space Marining his way across the land.
So, like, the driver looks at you, like, is do we proceed as previously ordered, or is it different orders now?
I think I just Pierre pointed at the moment and I tried to get off. Captain Bryn, was it? This is Pierre Cowles. Are you of needing assistance, or do you think you have the situation handled?
Lord Commodore, we're engaged with some sort of Chaos Space Marine. We could use help if you're nearby. The others went into the building. They're somewhere down below. I can't reach them on the Vox.
I think there's like a short silence as Pierre's like considering the fact is like Chaos Space Marine. I just lived a fight with the Orc captain. Do I try my luck again? Yes, I can see if I can be of assistance. Now, motion to driver to head towards that direction.
Okay.
I'll be hopefully there shortly.
Okay.
Order him to drive you to the Camaro where Wally is waiting for somebody to get on the guns.
Yep. Okay, so meanwhile, beneath the ground, we return to the factory floor where my World 20 is taking a long time to load into a better than 1984 resolution. There we go. I believe that we'll background at the top. So if we look at the map, you can see that this gigantic Mauler Fiend is on this catwalk. Dawn having just leapt onto its back and then landed on the catwalk beside it, having torn a furrow through its armor, which even now you can see the metallic dermis of its armor starting to re-knit after your blade passed through it. There is a Chaos Space Marine with a crippled leg just south of it on the catwalk. And the rest of you are all still in the elevator while a horde of Chaos cultists mills around, charges at you around the platforms here. So, Adrian, you are the next to act.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm actually going to do some movement here.
Okay.
So there we go. What? Each of these squares is 2
meters.
2 meters. Okay, so I have a half walk of 6 meters. So that means I can move 3 squares and still take another half action.
Yes.
Correct. Okay.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, and then as I'm moving, I will just chop down some of these cultists with my burning blade.
Okay, no worries. So you're still at plus 20 to hit them because of the size of the mob. Nice. Okay. So with melee weapons, you do your degrees of success as damage to the horde.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Very nice.
You kill 5 of the horde. So they're down to a magnitude of 27 now. All right, Nero.
Hello.
You are still in the elevator. There is a gap in the doorway now. Ares can't block the whole doorway. Cultists are starting to move in.
I am trying to remember the rules, and I'm failing to do so. I think if you're firing an automatic weapon, you can split between targets that are 2 meters or farther away. Sorry, 2 meters or closer. But these guys are more than 2 meters because that's 2 meters. Okay.
That's right, yes. Yeah, unless you've got independent targeting.
Do I have independent? I don't think so, but it does sound
he
like
will
something
next
I might have
episode.
taken. I don't think so. That might have been one of the things I didn't bother getting because it requires you to 2-weapon fight regularly.
Well, it's less about the burst fire because burst fire is a bit of 2 meters. Normally, if you've got some other action that lets you take multiple attacks as a single action, like 2-weapon fighting, they can't be more than 10 meters apart.
Yeah, I mean I have that. I'm ambidextrous. So this is a problem, right? Like the Space Marine isn't dead. And I know that my laser basically can't kill him.
So if you burst fire on the Mauler Fiend, you can't allocate hits to him.
Yeah, just kill the Space Marine and be done with it.
You think
We get more
so?
turns. Yeah.
What did he do last round?
He fired a bolter at Adrian, and despite my ridiculously high ballistic skill, he missed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was,
Let me just check
I
in
don't
with
think
you.
I don't think it was bad as the orc captain missing me, but
Spoon, are you also thinking that we should just get this guy out the field, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm gonna go shoot this Moffeed with my melted gun.
All right. Well, I guess I laid down a hellstorm of bolter fire.
All right.
Let's see. I get a plus 20 for plus 10 for Arch-Militant, heavy weapons training, and then plus 10 for motion predictor, plus 20 again for
auto.
full auto. So that brings me up to 40. Does this thing have a size modifier?
He normally does, but because he's got black carapace, he doesn't give you that benefit.
Okay.
Do you remember the plus 10 for aiming? As a half action?
No. So that'll give me 9.9, which means all 10 hit.
Yep. I'm pretty sure this guy can't survive this, but let's just see if you suddenly roll a whole bunch of ones. There are a lot of ones in there.
there's 24 in there though.
Yeah, there's some good ones.
Yeah. Oh wow! So literally, okay. So actually, the 19 will do damage. To him. That'll be enough to bring him down to -5, and then the 24, which will be actually go to 33.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So I'm just going to work out where you hit him, so I can work out which critical chart to roll the horrific thing from. You rolled a 26 on the dice, which is a 62. So what's 62 on location? It is a that's the body. So it's going to go body, arm, body, head, body, leg, body. So it's going to be like he'll take 4. He'll go in the head first and the body. What actually kills him. So let me grab the book and we can read about how fucked this guy is.
I mean, I just need that all of his ammunition explodes, killing the cultists around him, and maybe scorching some armor off of the Mauler Fiend. Look, man, that's the thing. Like, this is what I do: is massive battlefield chaos and death.
Okay, so explosive to the head at -5. First off. The explosion flays the flesh on the target's face and bursts his eardrums with the force. The target is stunned for D10 rounds and is permanently deafened. The target takes D5 levels of fatigue and only take half actions for next 1D5 hours. The fellowship is permanently reduced by 1D10 due to hideous scarring.
Can you imagine that this guy might have survived 10,000 years to be deafened now? Oh my god.
That's some lowly Cadian.
Yeah. Also, fuck you. All Cadians are great.
He does indeed explode with a radius of 10 meters.
Oh boy. Sorry, Don.
And also sprays gore with a radius of 7 meters.
No, she's inside 10 meters.
I'm just out of it. Like parts of him land over here on this catwalk.
Well, each thing is 2 meters, right? So
Yeah. You're also half hit by gore. So you take a -10 penalty on attacks for 1 round, Dawn, as you clear the blood. Oh no, so Julius says first. You can avoid the gore.
A what test?
An agility. Just roll it straight agility.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that'll be a fail if you're happy with that, or you can. We're back to full fate points. New session.
Oh.
So what is the negative?
You'll take a -10 on your next attack roll as you have to clear blood from your visor.
I think I'd be okay with that. I think I'm pretty much at maximum bonus right now for melee. So.
All right, and the Morphine takes 11 points, which its armor will ignore that, and Dawn will take 7 points, which your armor will ignore that. So you don't take any damage from the explosion, but it does do 5 damage to the horde.
Yes. Haven't even shot at the horde yet, and I'm still top DPS. Is there? I still have. Oh no, I don't have a half action because I aimed. But is there anything I can do to figure out what the fuck is happening with the 3 other dangling containers of humans dripping their blood into a forge lady thingy?
At this moment, nothing. But they are opaque. Like think of like the giant crucibles from like the factory scene in Episode 2 Star Wars. Like
I already knew that's exactly where you're going. Yes, I know what these things look like. But what I want to know is, does anything trigger in my memory like, oh, it would be really bad if I shot and killed all those people and they fall in, or it would be really good to kill them before their last blood drips into them. Like,
I would take a Forbidden Lord Demonology roll. Have you got that?
Ah, fuck, no, I don't.
Okay.
My character's really dumb and he doesn't know anything. I don't know if you do that, James. All right,
I have it, but I will not roll because I am.
Well, you're insane right now in the membrane.
Yeah,
I fire my hell gun at the giant spider walker thingy.
Okay, no
It
worries.
sounds like you needed
Ooh, I missed.
Riani,
Never
who
mind.
definitely does not have it.
Everyone keeps saying that, and yet it kind of seems like she does.
All right.
I mean, James said she didn't have it, which I have to believe the GM. He would never lie about something.
Okay, the Morphine will turn and attempt to grind Dawn with its power fists.
Grind it.
I'm ready.
Or not.
Okay.
Maybe.
So he's all up on you. Okay.
Okay, so he missed and he hit. So if you want, you can attempt. Can you dodge while frenzied with Battle Rage?
Yep. I got the upgrade for it. So.
Yep. Would you like to attempt to dodge?
Can I parry?
You can parry if you like. I mean, it's got a power field, so it won't it won't do any harm to it if you parry. But what's better for you, dodging or parrying?
Probably dodging at this point, I think.
Actually, let's have a look.
My dodge is 80, and my parry is weapon skill, right? So.
Yeah, your parry would be weapon skill plus 10 for balanced on your weapon. But yeah, definitely 80 is better chance.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll dodge.
Yep, you managed to avoid it. Like it smashes into the catwalk, basically like tearing a hole through the catwalk at your feet as you dodge back. You're pretty sure you didn't want to be hit by that. All right, the Horde now. So it's currently got 2 ballistic attacks and a melee attack on everybody except Nero. Although this round it moves into the elevator. So next round, if it's still alive, it will be attacking the Nero in melee combat.
Great.
The elevator does it eventually break because of the immense weight that's in it?
It is a industrial freight elevator, but
maximum occupancy has been reached. Elevator self-destructs, right? Like that's how it works.
On Dawn, misses. On Adrian, misses. On Ares, misses. Okay, and I'll take my 2 shots. Actually, they'll both shoot at Nero. So that is a hit and a miss.
Because fuck that one particular
you can't dodge Horde attacks.
Damn it! The one time I actually get to roll dodge. Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay.
All right, I just Hercules through it. I just stand there. I'm like, ha ha ha! You think these pathetic cheese?
18 pen 0 to the 20, which is the right arm.
Okay, I have 12 points of armor.
Don't you have a refractor shield?
Oh, I do. Yes, you're correct.
Yep. I'll see if it goes off.
I don't know what the
30
number is.
or
That's
lower?
1,000.
That's definitely not that.
There's too many
You need
numbers.
under a 30,
Definitely
which you did
does
not.
not. Okay.
Okay.
So I take
you'll
what,
take-
6 damage to my right arm?
Yep.
Okay. I'm at 10 hit points. Works for me.
Dawn.
Let's full attack this bitch, I think.
Okay. So you get your 2 full attacks. So you're at plus 10 for your battle rage. You're at plus 20 for its size, but minus 10 for blood in your eyes.
And then plus 10 for my weapon, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
So it was plus 20, plus 10.
Yeah, I get a total of plus 30. Plus 30 is your actual with both your attacks.
Okay. All right. Weapon skill plus 30 on the first.
It did hit.
Yeah, I guess that's a hit.
First one, it will try and parry.
That makes sense because I figure his dodge is terrible.
Yeah. It did parry you. It knocks your blade aside with its gigantic fist. And your second attack?
And it can only parry or dodge once, right?
Yep. Oh, that hit. Yep. Cool. Roll your damage. Nice. Okay. So your weapon is blessed, isn't it, too?
Yes.
So it's going to halve its demonic toughness. So it will take some damage from that then. Right. Not significant damage, but certainly, and it does also appear to be still slightly healing itself, but it is a bit more damaged. Ares. So you're going to attack the Horde?
I think so. I mean, like, because Arthur is now being attacked. So, and
Yep.
by technicality, it doesn't matter if he's next to him or not, right?
No, that's right. So it's got his chain. He's got his chain bite. So weapon skill plus 20 to hit
I'm just
with
trying
his
to work
chain.
out if he gets any like if I charge, for example.
I mean, the Horde's everywhere. They're an environmental feature, so you can't really charge the Horde. They're right in front of him, like all around him.
Okay, but I
attacking him.
also want to try and move to get to the other side of this thing.
That's fine. You can move where you want. You can move if you want. He's quite slow though. I think, isn't he? He's only got like a
That's what I was looking at.
half move of 2 meters. He can move 1 square a turn because he's the size of a small bear.
His agility is 20, so not very fast.
Yeah.
So he can move 1 square.
Yes.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna get some jetpacks built into this thing. So he'll move there.
Yep.
And then he will, I guess, bite is better than chain bite.
Well, I mean, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant because they take damage based on the degree of success rather than the actual damage of the weapon.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So penetration doesn't matter at all.
No, it's thematically whatever weapon you want to attack with won't matter.
And shocking doesn't do anything to these guys.
I mean, it'll shock guys in the crowd, but it has no impact on the actual crowd stats itself.
Right. Okay. And then I will just, I guess, do a chain bite because it sounds cooler.
So just so you know, by the way, when you're considering the chain bite versus the regular bite too, because the chain bite's tearing, you roll twice, take the best result for damage. That's what. So that's it. 1d10 plus 2 rolling twice, take the best, or 1d10 plus 5 for the regular bite. But just do your attack roll. Yes. Yeah. And if the tearing box is ticked, it will do that automatically in the back end.
Okay.
Cool. It's weapon skill plus 20.
Is there a button to roll that or something? Do I click the name?
Well, that would do an attack with the damage as well. If you click on the name and put the plus 20 modifier in.
I did not know that. Okay. Hey, that's cool.
Yep, cool. So he kills 2 more guys. Two more magnitude, I should say, which is actually 10 guys. All right. Meanwhile, back outside, Pondo.
Literally ripping and tearing.
So the vehicle pulls up in front of this. Well, you probably pull up at a safe distance because you can see that there are the mercenaries and the arbitres that have already debarked from the repressors, and there is what you first believe to be a Chaos Space Marine in Terminator armor, but as you look closer, you realize that the flesh of his body is actually integrated into the armor, like layers of flesh overlap with the metal plates of his armor and blend together. In one hand, he has a power fist, and the other arm is a Reaper autocannon, which just seems like the barrels of the gun seem to extend from the flesh of his forearm. Like you can't really see where the weapon ends and the man begins. Like they're merged together as he burst fires away. Like for the thematic purposes, like there's a group of Arbites trying to flank around to his left, and the power fist sort of morphs and becomes a combi bolter and spraying them with bolts, pushing them back into cover before morphing back into a power fist again. So, how would you like to tackle this situation?
First, I would like to call for some backup to tell Wally to get to my position ASAP.
Yeah, so right now the mercenaries are taking cover behind the Chimera. So
so the Chimera's there. Okay.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I told you
that's
that was here. Yeah,
you're good.
All right, that's way better than the situation I thought it was going to be. Okay. Essentially, I think Pierre will just join over with the mercenaries and essentially have someone man the heavy flamer and focus on the light. Well, actually, no, I'd say his heavy flamer will be focused on the lighter armored Arbites. Are they all Arbites?
The Arbites are on your side.
Oh,
my God!
Sorry.
Listen, this heretic.
All of a sudden, Pondo's switching sides on us.
Okay,
yeah, that's right. It's all of you guys versus one obliterator.
It is an obliterator. That's not what I wanted to hear. Okay.
I also like the idea that you walk into the Chimera and there's a guy in handcuffs there, and he's just like, "Hello."
Yeah, what's up?
I forgot about that guy.
I didn't. I was like,
yeah, but if you walk in the back of the Chimera, there is a guy who's like, because he's like, his arms are chained between his legs, like, to the bench, but he's been able to like get his body off the bench and try and hide under the bench, but he's still got his arms up against him, like, chained to the bench itself.
I'll ask later.
Okay.
Do we have someone manning the heavy flamer?
No. So probably Wally's trying to get it prepped, but he's also trying to, man the Chimera as well in case it needs to move.
Okay,
so
is one of the mercenaries there?
Yeah, you can get a mercenary on the heavy flamer. That's fine.
I'll use one of the mercenaries that have like the auto gun or something, and have him go on the heavy flamer.
Okay.
Something that I immediately know is not going to do anything to this obliterator, which will probably be like an auto gun, right? Or no, they don't. They only have hell guns or heavy.
They've got hell guns and heavy stubbers. Yeah. So its armor does like. Sorry.
I'd say the heavy stubber because I know the hell guns are better at armor.
I've got penetration.
Yeah, better.
Yeah, I mean, whatever these guys have got, they're only doing minor damage to the obliterator right now.
Okay. What does the Arbites have? Heavy, not heavy bolts, but bolters.
No, they have shotguns, and like the sergeant has a bolt pistol.
Okay. All right. So Pierre's like, well, this could be better, but it'll have to do.
Yeah. You can see it, by the way, like a 40-foot shipping container this thing's torn its way out of as well before the fight. It was clearly inside this container before it came out.
Oh, the
obliterator.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So are you engaging at all, or are you simply directing?
I'm going to direct as much as I can, then I'm going to attempt to engage.
Okay. With what?
An Inferno pistol and a burning blade.
Okay. So you're gonna 1v1 this guy.
At least attempt.
Offer him
first at a
dental
distance,
plan.
but
See if he's into that.
Offer him a dental plan.
So I'll tell you what, I'll give you a shot with the Inferno pistol before you make it to melee range.
Issue a Bachal on your way in, man.
Yeah.
yes, that'll totally work. And
Hit him with a
pistol?
Quiaf. He can't resist.
With what forces do you defend this world?
I
Obviously,
bid
I'm moving
the
into
planet
that.
of Scintilla.
Well, Mamu, I've come to bargain.
Yeah.
First, I'll tell one of the Hellgun users to try to aim to what is possibly the head of the thing
Okay.
to give him the +10 bonus. Because the heavy flamer will just hit no matter what, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And then I'll attempt to shoot.
Well, he gets an agility check to dodge it.
All these fucking guys are just shooting wildly, and he's like, aim for the head, and there's like, oh yeah.
I mean, you probably panicked when you saw this abomination there, because obliterators are not pretty.
Yeah, he's got a fear rating. He's got a fear rating of 2, which probably most of them were just cowering away from him until you arrived and gained control of the situation.
Yeah. Any bonuses for?
Yeah. So you do get +10 for his size, even though he's got black carapace. He's still that much bigger than a regular marine. That he's still
Right.
Yeah.
He's hit. I'll fate point that. That's okay.
Wow, you rolled a natural 100. Is that gun reliable?
No, I think it's jammed.
It's jammed. You've jammed it. You've jammed the microwaves in the gun.
Great.
You're like trying to force it open.
uh,
There's like a piece of potato in there, and you're like, damn.
Well, the good news.
Microwave.
The good news is you don't get its attention. Once the heavy flamer begins bathing it, its armed with the autocannon shifts and turns into a multi-melter, and it will fire the multi-melter back at the
Bye, Chimera. Yeah. Well, you've lived a good life, Warhammer.
This is like Imperium. Now we need to put a core on it and salvage the calcultron out the back.
Okay, 31, pen 12.
I have no idea what's the stats of a Chimera.
Man, that guy was just selling las rifles a couple of days ago. You know, now he's being cooked alive inside of a fucking APC.
It's true. I mean, it is actually, microwaves is going to affect the stuff inside potentially, but okay. I'll come back to that. It's not going to be great for the Chimera, but I've got the stats here. I'll pull it up. Meanwhile, back downstairs, Adrian.
Yes. I am going to step up to the edge here.
Yep.
With a half action. Quick draw the Meltagun and try and take a shot at this Maw Fiend.
Okay. So the Chimera's got 6 in structural integrity left. One will hit like that, will destroy it.
I was surprised it wasn't destroyed in the first place. That was a big hit.
Yeah. Okay, that is a hit on the Mauler Fiend. It could not dodge that if it wanted to. So do your damage. 22, pen 13.
Yep.
Okay, so it's got its demonic toughness against this. So its demonic toughness is 16, so it will be reduced down to 3. So it will take 7 damage. So it's hurt, but still up.
Yep.
Can you guys see its green bar, by the way, just for the purpose of reference sake?
No.
You have to set the ability for us to see that.
I thought I did that. Visible to everyone. Sorry, visible. Has it appeared now?
No. Did you save the change that you made?
Try that now.
Yes.
There it is. Yep.
Okay, cool. No worries.
Wow.
Right.
So it's not very damaged at all.
No.
It's damaged. Nero.
This mob
the
is
idea
on.
He turns on the health bar, just like extends to the entire length of the playfield.
No, it changes color to indicate there's a second health bar on top of the first one.
Yeah, this is just phase 1.
Yeah, you got to hit the break bar.
Oh yeah.
The fight mechanics change once you break the first HP bar.
Yeah, that's right. The lava starts erupting from the floor.
You guys are killing me because recently I got to the final boss of Hades beat the first stage, didn't realize there was a second stage, and won.
There's always a second stage.
Yeah, no.
If the rule of thumb with boss fights is there's always a second stage.
Yeah. Right. The music gets faster.
Yeah, let me tell you about safer Sephiroth. It's like regular Sephiroth, but cooler. This mob is either on top of me or will be on top of me in the next turn.
They have moved in as their last action, so they are now in the elevator with you.
Okay, that is a problem.
Yeah.
Just put your arms
got
out
auto
like
guns.
this and just swing, just turn around and hold down the trigger.
Yeah. All right. Let me think about a couple things real quick. How much horde points do I think they have approximately? Like just
They
based on
have magnitude left of 20.
Okay. And how long before they start having to make morale checks?
When they get down below a quarter, which is another 10.
Okay.
Just see all the math symbols start flying past AP's head.
So I'm going to, I mean, these guys are like starting to hack at me. I'm going to pass my heavy bolter off to Cade, who I assume is fighting fully defensively for me.
Yep.
And then I'm going to dual wield my storm bolters.
Okay.
Now, follow my math with me, because I've only read the horde rules once.
Yep.
But on a maximum hit, the storm bolters can fire 4 rounds.
Yes.
And because they have storm quality, they deal double damage against mobs. So that's 8 hits on 1 bolter, which means 16 if I maximize both hits.
Plus 1 extra for having the explosive quality.
Okay.
Yep.
So potentially 18 hits.
Yeah.
Now you can't dual wield your storm bolters, I believe, because they're
basic
pistols.
weapons, though.
They're not pistols, though.
They're not pistols.
Remember, we worked out with your arm mount, so it was limited to pistol weapons, not basic weapons.
Oh no, I'm not arm mounting them. I'm picking my actual guns
holding
up.
them. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I can dual wield basic weapons. I just can't put them on my arms.
Yeah,
which is
right,
why
exactly,
I'm handing
yes.
the
okay.
Yeah.
I'm giving up on the heavy bolter until I need to get it back later. I'm very sad.
The issue is you can't burst, because the reason you can burst as a half action with your heavy bolter is because of the suspensor. If you're taking an action to hand it off and get ready other weapons, you can't burst.
Also, you missed an opportunity to call your heavy bolter beer, because then you could say to Cade, "Hold my beer."
No. James, I have another question before I take any actions. As you know, I have a deep spiritual connection with all of the equipment that I use, including our Chimera Warhound.
Yep.
Do I feel it cry out in pain and anger in this moment? I don't. Listen, this is a part of the fiction I don't know. Like, will it reach out for me? Will it be like, no?
Or you can feel this cultist blade sliding between your
That's true.
plates into your arms.
Huh? Okay.
Because he does that thing in the action, which is lean over and hit the up arrow on the elevator.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna have to do something real fucking stupid, guys.
That's what Nero excels at.
Yeah. I just gotta look up what's the rarity of a chimera.
All right, James, let me ask you this question.
Yes.
Can I fire a crack missile at point blank range? Not crack, but frag missile at point blank range.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't forget Cade's still there as well.
Yeah, the problem is you're there too.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you can fire it not at the people in front of you. You can fire it at
No,
the horde somewhere
but
else
the
in
problem is it's a heavy weapon.
Yep.
I can't fire it in melee otherwise.
Yeah.
All right, good news. Chimera is only a rare. It's from directly from what James said.
Yeah, but the version you've got, because you've got the command version is one step rarer.
Did we get the command version? I just
Yeah,
thought
we
the
did.
heavy flamer did.
No, we got the
Hey,
cool
Pondo,
version.
do you think you could spend your next turn like ordering insurance just randomly for it, real quick? Like,
I don't know if I have time for that. I don't have time for hold again. I'm just going to have to wait till after it's blown up.
Yeah, just till it's got slight melter damage.
I don't know what happened, man. Some reason it was driving, and some reason it got hit with a multi-melta out of nowhere.
All of a sudden the tank started melting.
Yeah. Like all you do is park it in an industrial area, And then a gang fight broke out between an obliterator and some mercenaries.
One of them had a melted weapon. It was weird as can be. So how much do I get back for? I think it's under warranty, right? I don't have my receipt.
Melted guns are not covered by Acts of the Emperor. I'm sorry.
You're reminding me the Tom Clancy movies. I think it was it Clear and Present Danger. There's a scene in that where the not John Clark, what's the name of the character from those films?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Where he goes to get a helicopter. He wants a helicopter and he goes to places. Can I rent the helicopter? And the guy's like, no, it's no. He said that's right. He said the helicopter's for sale. Can I buy the helicopter? He goes, yes. It's $1 million US. The guy's okay. Well, can we maybe take it for a test flight? Sure. The guy's like, yes. Must leave a deposit. How much? $1 million US.
Yeah, and then it's well, do you take a company check?
That's right.
Can I hand off my bolter and make a 2-weapon fighting 2 single shots with the storm?
Yes, I will let you do. I will let you do that. Yes,
because it's not clear to me if I can do that in rolls. All right, then that's what I do.
Yep, no worries.
I toss it to Cade. I'm just like, watch my back, kid. And then I pow, pow. But it's actually 4 bullets instead of 2. That's what I got, guys. I'm sorry.
Hey, man, that's pretty good.
All right, the horde is still
a missile launcher, and you throw another gun on top of the pile. That
it's a light gun.
A heavy bolter?
Yeah,
it's got a dispenser.
Okay. Still,
the straw that broke Cade's back was a heavy bolter.
Yep. I don't know how he's fighting defensive while carrying 2 heavy weapons, but
no. He's carrying the missile launcher's on his back. He's now carrying the heavy bolter, and
okay.
In its defense, the heavy bolter only weighs half as much as normal.
Yep.
It's the bulk. It's the bulk.
So the horde is still +3 to hit the horde because of its size.
Okay, I have 2-weapon fighting and ambidextrous, so I get a -10, so I end up with a +10.
Yep.
Well, shit. That's not the kind of odds I'm looking for.
Good luck.
Twice.
0 degrees of success. I hit the wrong thing, but that's fine. All right, this is the other one. +10. That is also a hit. Okay.
So it'll be 3 because it'll be 1 base plus the storm quality makes it 2 plus 1 for being explosive, so 3 damage each. Taking the horde down to 14.
All right, I'm literally just. But it's literally just 1 bullet. But
to be fair,
I'm sorry. I'm dealing with the horde for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to the big guy, but everyone's trying to kill me every battle.
I was just doing some quick math, and to be fair, it's only 44 pounds that you're tossing onto this 15-year-old.
Hey, on the other hand, he does physical training every single day of his life, and is being trained by an assassin and a warlord.
Okay, the Mauler Fiend is going to move.
I get an attack of opportunity.
You do, yes. Just 1.
Wait, is that a thing in this game? Holy fuck, I was just dicking around.
I knew you were just digging around, but I was pretty sure there was a thing.
Okay.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm in danger.
Wait, I don't see the danger. Oh no!
So give me an attack, Dawn. It's going to be at a so it's still you're at +40 overall for this one because you've cleared the blood from your visor now.
Oh, how nice. Can I grapple onto this thing and go for a ride with it?
No.
Fine. Okay. All right. So +40.
Yep.
I'm going to use my special worked out how to do it thing. +40. Do I get any bonuses for blessed, by the way?
Well, the blessed quality means that you halve its demonic toughness in damage wise, so it doesn't give you a bonus to hit.
I think I need to invest in the exotic.
Yes, you hit.
So I can take my custom Mega Blaster.
So roll the damage. 17. That may not be enough to get through, even with its halved demonic toughness. It is not. It sort of chinks off it as it goes past. Yeah. All right. So it's going to attack. It only gets one attack against Adrian because it moved.
Why doesn't it want to fight me? Why does it never want to fight me?
It always attacks the last person to damage it.
Then it would attack me, right?
No, because Adrian
No,
blasted the
Adrian shot it after you hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't just tell us the AI fight mechanics. What are you, the dev beta stream?
I'm gonna try and dodge.
Okay.
What would surely be? Oh no, that's not good. I'm gonna fate point that.
Okay.
This is what you're good at too. This is the
Yeah,
bad part.
right. Was
What's your agility?
an 80.
How did-
I'm sorry. My agility is a
60?
60, and I have a plus 20 from skill. Okay, that's
Yep.
better.
Okay. Yep. No worries. It destroys this blue crate that it lands on as it leaps at you.
Wasn't I the last person to hit it though?
No.
I shot it at the top of the round.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. The Pilgrims of Hate.
So it doesn't pay to go before you then.
Not in this
Okay.
case, I guess.
So at Dawn is a hit. At Adrian is a miss. At Nero is a miss. At Ares is a miss. So just one hit on Dawn.
Are they ignoring Cade?
Yeah, for the fact I'm not using Caden anyway, so he's just cowering. And the ballistic shot will go at Dawn this time. You can't dodge a
It's not a
that's for
dodge,
your
it's a
field.
refractor shield.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, the shot was that so does your shield go off or not?
Yes.
So 30 or
It's
sorry?
50.
50. Okay,
She has the conversion field, which is 50.
that's right. Yep. Cool. Okay. So their chain knives get reflected off by the
Chain
shield.
knives. Interesting. It's
It's either like a chain made out of knives, or it's a knife that's made out of chains. So
It's,
Okay.
it's a chainsaw knife, essentially.
like
Which-
from
Dawn.
Hot
ruin
Shots
that
Part
for
2.
my turn.
Dawn, you'll go.
I'm a space jam this spider again, James.
You're
You're gonna make a second one that's somehow much worse than the original.
Look, man, it's after
Damn,
my
why would you do
Instagram
that to
followers.
us? Literally, no one was asking for it.
I'm gonna use my fake son to fight Space Guy from Marvel and get my Instagram followers back. Okay, like seriously, that's all it's worth to me. All right, so how far can I go? 16 meters, I think it was. Oh, I can
Yep.
do this.
Yep.
I'm gonna land on him, and I'm gonna land here, in between.
Okay. No worries. So you guys are now double teaming it, so you get plus 10 because you outnumber it 2 to 1.
Oh fuck yeah! I didn't even
That's
know
it.
that was a thing.
Yep.
Jack Black
So-
shows up, writes a song about it.
It was the greatest song in the world.
So you're at plus 50 to hit it now.
Yeah, but Gunny, the shield doesn't affect. The flash doesn't affect the mob, apparently.
Yeah.
all the
I mean,
style.
it affects some guys, but just not
Yeah.
the mob in general. Yeah.
Okay, so I got charge, which is 10, 20.
Another place. That's what cards as well. So you're up to your full plus 60. You can't get any
Yeah.
higher than plus 60.
Let's nuke it from orbit, boys.
That is a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Roll your damage.
Oh, it doesn't roll damage automatically?
I wonder what I didn't.
22.
Let me look at your. It might be an issue with how the thing's written on your sheet. Give me 1 second.
What is the R
You-
button?
It's for your burning
that-
blade.
Yeah, I hit the name tag there.
I think it's because you've got the. I don't know. Just okay. Should do the damage right. I wonder why it's not doing it properly.
Hmm.
Any case, you've done enough to do it. So it takes some more damage. I need to make a test to see if it's on fire.
Yeah.
Motherfiend's on fire.
Oh, we didn't do that last time as well.
I did. Sorry, it passed again, despite its
Okay.
low agility.
Hmm.
I just didn't call it out at the time. Okay. Wow,
Yeah.
this thing is, despite its poor agility, keeps managing to avoid being put on fire, despite the fact it just came out of a lava bath.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, yeah, I was about to say,
But it's not holy fire. It's not holy fire.
Holy fire, yeah.
That's it. All right, Ares. Can move a further 2 meters and attack the mob.
Which he will do.
Plus, okay, it's only plus 10 for the mob now because it's been reduced below 20 magnitude. So it's weapon skill plus 10 to hit it.
Roger.
Yep, okay. He will do 2 damage to the mob.
That's not damage though, is it? Oh no,
damage doesn't matter big for the mob. It's the hits that matter. Okay, Adrian.
Boy. I am going to try and shoot this thing at point blank.
Yep.
Is that like blocking in this game? Can you like block people from moving through you and stuff, or like how does that work?
Well, they can't move through your square. Like if you jump to the side of it, that it was, it wouldn't have been able to move through you. You jump to its back. Though.
Nice.
And that is a chance of Emperor's Wrath as well.
All right.
Now there's a chance you can dodge that though, so it's going to try and use its dodge to avoid that.
Okay.
So
sounds like a good idea.
That's no. Okay.
So I roll the attack again.
Roll to hit again. Yep.
Didn't it try and dodge my thing?
No.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, I had to roll
parry your attack last time.
It tried to avoid your flame, is what it did.
I just add a D10.
No, the D10. Right? D10. Yep. Nice.
Is it that it keeps going? Do you roll again if it's another 10?
If it hits a 10, yes.
Okay.
So it takes big damage.
Shadow running.
That was a well placed shot.
Yeah.
Hope it doesn't smush you.
Yeah.
Take a step back, bruh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then I think I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and hide down.
Okay. Nero.
What's the strength of the mob left?
12.
I can know that. All right, I'm just gonna clear them out then. Yep. I'm doing full auto, both
all
guns.
12 people are inside the elevator with you, climbing all over you, trying to rip your
it's
helmet
120 guys. So what happens is Nero just
it's 5 guys per magnitude.
Oh, okay, so it's 60 then? Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
It's a dog pile scene from Matrix 2.
No, Nero sees guys all over, like in front of him, like crawling over Dawn and Adrian and Ares and starting to threaten Cade, and he sets his chiseled jaw, and then he turns the Stormbolter sideways and lets the recoil let him clear the room. No, it's Metal Gear Solid 3, the first scene where you meet Eva. Chinese bandit style shooting. That game was so stupid.
I thought you were gonna say it's more like Revolver Ocelot when he meows.
Meow! Fucking love that scene. It's so stupid.
I really wish he was that cringy as an old man. Yeah. Like, I really wish.
I don't know. I think he still is. He's like, that's right. I'm here to work for Shalushaska. The Lale-Lule-Lo. My hand! I'm actually liquid! Blah!
Oh my god.
But he doesn't meow at you.
Okay, that's true. He left the Ocelot thing behind and just went for full revolver. Plus,
you never go full revolver.
Plus 20 for automatic, right?
Yeah, and plus 10 for the size of the mob.
So I end up with a plus 20 for both shots. Okay.
I thought you couldn't do automatic.
No, you can't because he's got a full action
because I'm not moving this time.
Oh, okay.
Or changing things. All right, so is it 2 for 1 for
on semi-auto? It's 2 for 1.
Oh no! Well, I'm obviously firing at full auto, so
okay, but then
that's so everything hits and everything hits, right? Because it's 4 and 4, so that's 16. I wipe them all out.
Yeah, that's it.
So there's 60 guys in the room, and Nero's just like and takes everybody out.
And like it's like some of them like were running away, some are being trampled by the others, some are like falling over the edge of the gangways down to the lava below, but the mob is effectively destroyed or dispersed.
At the end of the battle, we're gonna have this weird scene where we have to like take all the corpses out of the elevator so we can use it.
That's what servitors are for.
I mean, the sides of the elevator were like riddled with bolt shells and auto gun shells and everything as well. Yeah, so.
Oh yeah, because I haven't moved, I assume I'm like standing in a pile of cartridges and shit.
All right. So the Mauler Fiend's
no. But wait, at the end of it, and then I fire my shoulder laser at the Mauler Fiend.
Okay.
I never let a good laser shot go to waste.
You know what's really great about this is like you have this badass scene where you mow all these dudes down, and then you go, pew, and it just blinks off the
Look,
armor.
man, it's full War Machine from Iron Man. I'm about to hit him with the ex-wife. Stand back, Tony. All right, that's me, Chief. Please go.
Okay, no worries. All right, it is going to use its quadruped action to move to there and attack both of you.
Damn it.
That's insane. How could he ever think of doing that extremely simple movement?
If only you stayed at the diagonal like a normal person would have done.
I think either way he would have gotten to.
Yeah, there wasn't any avoiding
probably.
this.
Okay, so
Move
on
behind Ares.
to Dawn first. Is a hit with a very dodgeable hit or parryable.
There's no
Is there a
benefit to
way?
parrying.
Is there a way that I can do something to reduce incoming damage for Big Spoon at all?
No, not without the Guardian talent.
He does have to hit me first. I'm very good at dodging.
Okay, I'll dodge then. Wait. So
Essentially, he doesn't want to move at all.
all right. So I will dodge then. Wait, let's go for that.
If essentially if Adrian stopped moving, he couldn't, because you could only
Do I get
dodge
any
one
bonuses
time,
to
right?
dodge?
Yeah,
no,
but
this is true.
But yeah,
Straight dodge
it's a
roll.
new once per round, right? Basically.
He still hit you.
Uh-oh.
You can spend a fate point to add a degree of success, though. That would miss.
What is he hitting me with?
With a power fist.
Fist. It's very bad.
What's a power fist look like?
A giant. I mean, if I bring up the picture of the monster again, I don't know if you can really see it.
Is it just like a giant comical fist?
Yes and no.
It's got giant fist-like claws. Like, look at the size of it. It's standing on a tank in that picture.
Yeah, you're getting smashed with a big mechanical dog claw.
Yeah, it will be 2d6 plus 11 damage, pen 9.
You should
That's pretty
parry
rough.
his arms off, Star Wars Cantina scene style.
If only.
Yeah, I spin around my 9 lightsabers that I have.
Hello there.
So yeah, I'll spend a fate point on that. That's
Okay.
pretty reasonable.
Okay, so it misses you then.
yeah.
All right, and an attack at also at Spoon is a miss. All right, Dawn.
Hello. Let's go full menstrual cycle on this guy, I think.
So you're still double teaming, so you still get plus 10 for that.
I'm at full.
Yeah, not if you're not charging though. I think you're at plus 50 if you're not charging.
Oh.
You get 2 attacks at plus 50.
Okay. Just a casual 50.
Yep, that'll hit.
Is that one?
So it's already dodged this round, so it can't avoid it.
24.
Oh, there's some good damage to it as well.
And then the second attack.
That's also wow, just a hit. And roll the damage. Okay. Yeah, I was going to make 2 tests to avoid being on fire.
Has it avoided being on fire so far?
So far, yes.
So far, yeah.
Every single time. And it's like super. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so
Oh,
it is on.
right. While it's on fire,
fire.
it didn't get on fire again, so that's good, I guess.
Didn't double on fire.
It didn't turn into blue fire, so
Right.
there's that.
Does it care about being on fire? Because it's technically a vehicle. That brings an excellent question now. It's like,
Okay,
This
Ares.
is holy fire, it's different.
I guess.
it hits different. You know what I mean?
It is different.
Yeah. So Ares is gonna. Can Ares?
He
is
can
this
charge
like
4 meters.
walkable?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You can charge 1, 2, and attack.
Yeah. All right. Let's do that. Ares.
All right, so he's going to get plus 40 total, plus 20 for the charge, plus 20 for its size.
And you want to do penetration on this thing, right?
You do, yes.
Is shocking going to do anything?
It won't. It's from beyond, so it's immune to the shocking trait.
Okay. All right. So let's do chain bite then. At a plus 40.
That hits. Roll damage.
Hey.
Okay. Well, that would be a chance of its wrath, but it's not. He hasn't got any fate points, so he can't trigger his wrath. So yeah, it's not enough to get
Imagine a
through.
robot dog killing a robot spider. Where's the rule of cool? You know. Like...
Well, like it looks cool. Like he's totally gnawing on this thing's like gigantic metal leg. So, but it looks more awesome than it actually is.
Just like sparks shooting out.
So I'm going to.
Okay, outside Pierre.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying we skipped me last time. That's fine.
So yeah, but you could stop this thing from firing at the tank by charging it in close combat.
Yeah.
Oh, James, please stop.
Does that take a full action?
Oh,
Well,
no.
that'll be you'll get to attack as part of that attack. So you'll get to attack with the sword, but not the pistol.
I have 2 weapon fighting.
Yeah, but that requires a full action to 2-weapon fight.
Okay, so can I
charge
be
with
able
the
to
sword.
swing once and then toss someone my plasma pistol, preferably Captain Bryn,
Okay.
who I imagine is competent. I hope so because I hired him.
Okay.
Like Michael Jordan throwing a fucking like sweat rag at a kid, you know, and the kid's like, "Oh, thank you."
Toss my plasma pistol and say, "Hey, shoot him, please."
Okay.
As I'll go in and try to hit him with the burning blade
All right.
and
So
be a bloody hero.
plus 30 to hit with the burning blade.
Okay. Because it's best quality.
This always works for Dawn, he says, as he runs with the sword above his head.
I know. No, Pierre's not that optimistic about this. This is a terrible idea. He already tried his fate with a orc captain.
I always think of, for some reason, my mind always goes to when you're describing things. I always think of Tom Hanks
That's it.
shooting the tank with the pistol and it blowing up. You know,
He cannot dodge that. So give me a damage roll.
I will give you a damage roll 10 for whatever damage this is. I'm hoping. Not great. Or maybe
Okay.
great.
That will. Yes, that will do 2 damage to it. Okay.
also he might get on fire.
And he might catch on fire, which would be
You might catch on fire. Yep.
very beneficial.
That's when Pondo
but-
runs away and just, lets the dots take care of the boss.
No worries. Yeah. Okay. He is on fire.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So he will
Legendary.
take in his action 6 damage. And he
laughs at
will
me.
Use
as
his
a
tech
half,
marine power to absorb the fire and turn it into
as a
bullets.
half action, he will turn his multi-melter back into a second power fist.
Oh,
But he can only attack with 1 power fist this turn.
oh,
Is the
well,
power fist wearing a power fist? Is that what?
You
is that
missed
what
you.
that was?
okay.
Alright, So since we skipped you last round, we'll do a second round with you this time. So now I'll have Bryn fire. I'll have Bryn fire the plasma pistol as well.
I was giving him plus 10 as well.
Okay, cool.
This is where Bryn hits me instead.
No, but he did miss.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
so long as he didn't miss
Does he have
and or
fate?
kill himself.
He has no fate now.
Okay.
Okay. So now it's back to you again.
Okay. So I need a full action to do 2 weapon fighting because I do have melee now.
Yep.
And I have ambidextrous. Is it like a -5 penalty?
It's a -10 on both attacks, but you're at plus 10 for his size, and if you've got best quality, that's a further plus 10 on the melee weapon.
One's best quality, one's just good quality, so it's plus 10 then plus 5.
Yeah.
The power
Well,
sword is good quality.
But the Oh, so what are you attacking with? What's the other weapon?
I have a burning blade and I have the.
Oh, you're doing 2 melee.
power
You do
sword.
dual melee. Okay, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
so I thought you were doing like melee and ranged weapon. Okay, cool.
No, it's 2 melee. So
Okay, cool. So plus 10, plus 5 are you 2 attacks.
this is all new to me because I haven't done this. All right, so I'll do burning blade first for.
Can I tempt you into getting an all-out attack? So it's plus 20 on both, but you can't dodge.
That doesn't no. I am not falling for that.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, so plus 20 for the. No, it's just plus 10 for the burning blade because minus 10. Okay, so plus 10 burning blade.
That's a miss.
I'll re-roll that
Okay.
because I want to hit. Okay.
That does hit. No worries.
I'll roll damage for that.
Yep.
Not great.
Okay.
Damage for some reason, but it's plus 13.
Yep. Okay, that will not actually get through.
That's what I figured.
And the ancestral blade.
Yep. And this is at plus 5 because it's only good quality.
That's chance of Emperor's Wrath.
And it triggers that.
Yep.
Go
I
ahead.
love the
And roll
idea
the
that in
damage.
this lore,
It's already rolled damage for you. So just roll the hit again.
All right.
the if I remember correctly, the flame sword is literally a broken power sword.
Can I fate point the roll again?
You can, yep. You can.
Do it.
Screw it. It's my last one. I don't care.
Uh-oh.
Is it mine? No, I have one more.
Okay.
Because I've used
You're gonna
3 so
need
far,
that.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna need that. Yeah, hang on to that one.
Okay, so it hits. So I'll do.
Okay, so
D10
next
more.
to D10. Yeah.
Okay, that was
Worth.
Okay.
But that 2
He's-
damage is exactly what he needed to die. So
No. Okay, his turn. He will take a further D10 from the fire because he's not actually put out right now. So he's still looking pretty healthy though. He's probably maybe half. He's not quite bloodied. And he will swing at you twice with 2 power fists.
Okay.
That's a hit. And 2 hits.
Oh no!
Did you want to try and you haven't got step aside, do you? So you can pick one of those to try and dodge or parry.
Yeah. I'll pick the first one to dodge because I don't.
The easier one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I dodge it.
That's enough. Okay. So the
I do
one
have
that
a
does.
refractor field.
So roll the refractor field. I'll roll the damage.
Oh boy.
That's pretty low.
Nope, doesn't go off.
No. So 18 pen 9.
What does lathe?
It just halves the weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's to your
So-
body. 18 pen 9.
Okay, so it just ignores any armor that I had. But I subtract 4 from it because of toughness.
Yep.
So I take
14 damage.
that puts me.
that
at
would
negative
be
one.
enough to kill Dawn. Just so you know.
-1.
Yeah,
Okay, and that is energy in the chest.
I die immediately.
No, you don't.
So critical
You-
damage -1.
Yep. So damage.
Does the
How do you have this?
does he hit with the flamer?
The heavy flame brigade. So from
None.
Uh,
Worry about
okay.
killing me first, though.
Okay, blow to the target's body, steals a breath from his lungs. The target can only take a half action on his next turn.
I'm okay with this.
Is that the half action better be to run away?
I'm just thinking, I'm not. Heavy flamer, I don't think will do enough damage to get through this guy. So heavy flamer does a maximum of 24 damage, which could get through. So I'll test. So there's 2 rounds of him dodging heavy flamer. So the first round, he doesn't dodge. Second round, he does dodge. So
He's already on fire. Then he gets on fire more.
okay,
Taking what I can get.
the round that hit him didn't get through his armor.
Okay, well it doesn't matter. All right.
Okay, nice. He's flesh metal armor.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's just like, oh yeah, it's got a good regenerative effect. It's really loosening up those muscle knots.
Yeah, getting the
Thanks, guys.
blood flowing.
Yeah.
Will we have our first burned fate point? I guess we'll find out in about 8 minutes.
No, James. No. No. I never do this to other people, do I? I mean, I try to, but I never do this. You're a real son of a bitch, James. Grimdark James,
amazing.
proving to be the superior GM once again.
AKA, fuck you, YouTube.
I mean,
It has been a long time since I did a fuck you YouTube, for sure.